It's Nico Iona here with Gypsy Juice Tattoo, here with you in all my quarantine glory. And the topic of today's Pick an Image collective energy reading is going to be masks. Had to. So you're going to see a couple images here, and I'm just going to throw them up on the screen right now so you can have a closer look at them. So here we have our two masks to choose from. Top left, we've got the Bella Bella ceremonial mask, and then bottom right, we've got the Panther Mask. And let's zoom in here, get a closer look. There we go. So first up, the Bella Bella mask. That is a ceremonial mask that was to represent supernatural beings used by tribes in the Pacific Northwest. And on the right, this was a mask used by the tribes of the Marvel superhero movie Black Panther. Cute story here. When I went to pick out some masks for the theme today, I Googled ceremonial masks, and it's the first one that popped up, and I was just wowed because this is my spirit animal, the panther. So it just so happens that, the top Google hit was a ceremonial mask for the pretty recent, I guess it was a few years ago now, Black Panther movie, but, cool story. But I went ahead and kept it because I love the mask. So I hope you had time to choose one. Let's go forward with the reading. All right, so now that you've had a chance to take a peek at those, let's start out with the first mask on the left, which is that gorgeous Bella Bella ceremonial mask, which interestingly represents the supernatural beings in the ceremonial dance. So let's see what's in your energy field for today, what spirit and the higher self, your higher self, has to say. Let's see what we can get going on in this reading right now. There we go. That one wanted to jump. Perfect. Wow. Repeat cards again. Man, sometimes these messages just really need to come out. So first up on the plate, we got the Four of Swords, or the Four of Bows in this deck. So that's that rest and recovery. And here it comes in the upside down inverse position. So that is not knowing when to rest or stop. And a lot of the time, that's with our mind. So just a guess, a lot of us might be needing to kind of focus a little more on some meditation techniques. Everybody could use that at any point in time, really. But let's expand on that and see maybe if we can get a little bit more specific as far as what we're not able to rest from. What's causing us so much strife. That one wanted to come out right there. Ooh, okay. Excitement. So with the combo of these, this is a beautiful card to draw. They call this like the roller coaster or the birthday cake card sometimes, or it's like getting rewarded for a job well done as well. So that could be, it could be like that FOMO thing, like that fear of missing out it's just torturing you. Look at him. He's having an awful time. It's just like, but it's in the inverse position too. So I could read that also as a variation. This is a general reading here, as like your time for resting, and not even resting, but nightmarishly thinking about something has come to a halt. Because you've done all you can and it's time to get rewarded. But rewarded for what? Let's see what we got here. So we got a couple multiple meanings, whatever might be resonating with you right now. I try to do a couple different, wow, nice. All right, let's see what the spirit animals have to say. Awesome. Okay, so we've got dreaming, the dreamer of the dreams. Are you the dreamer or are you the dreamed, as they say? And then the salmon, which is that inner wisdom. All right. So, man, look at this imagery here. So the lizard is a very, very specific spiritual power, and that's the power of dreams. So this has been coming up. Gosh, it's been coming up so much lately. So please, 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 if you don't already, have a journal by your bedside so you can, so you're able to write down. Sorry, I'm having a pajama party here. Sorry, not sorry. We're all in the same boat. So if you don't have a journal by your bed, please put one there, and a really great tactic to use, or way to wake up in the middle of the night. A way that I like to wake up when I want to remember my dreams, I'll just drink a bunch of water before bed, and your bladder will wake you up. So, but it takes some discipline, because sometimes you're really cranky and you want to go back to sleep. But even if it's something uncomfortable or negative, or you have a funky feeling, just write it down. Because what's that going to do for you? It's going to show you some inner wisdom. And like this birthday cake card, this startup card, this job well done, a variation on this meaning can even sometimes mean deepening of a relationship, and sometimes even new romance as well. So there could be just like a new spark in your relationship or something like that, something that dreams have to say to you. So it's like this inner knowing and this inner wisdom is going to come out through your dreams. Through your dreams. Especially if something comes back to you in the middle of the day. This has been a very, very powerful thing lately in my personal journey. When something comes back to me in the middle of the day, there's definitely a very strong message in there. And, in hindsight, you'll figure out what that is later. So really neat. Bella people, when it's representing those supernatural beings as well. In a lot of cultures and a lot of belief systems, that your dream world can be higher levels of consciousness trying to communicate with you, or just your higher self bringing out that inner wisdom. So really pay attention. It's also the subconscious mind processing things that happen throughout the day, and things that you weren't aware of in your frontal consciousness, is bringing it to the surface. So the deciphering of that is a whole other trick, but it looks like it's a really positive thing to me, for you. So it's really neat, awesome message. Bella, ceremonial mask people. Wonderful, great. Let's move on to the Black Panther ceremonial mask right now. Let's see what it has to say to you. Let's give this a good shuffle. So the Black Panther mask. So let me tell you, I wanted to see what came up, when I was searching for these images. I just thought, I really need to do an episode on masks. I just got to do it. I can't help myself. And when I Googled it, it was the very first picture that popped up, and I was like, cute. There's that big kitty coming out to say hello, as they normally do. And the Black Panther is all about embracing the unknown, going forward with bravery and courage, even though you're not so sure what is going to be in front of you. It's that whole spirit of being able to, what is that? It's, I'm going to totally mispronounce his name. This happens every episode. Thich Hatch. It's the Buddhist monk who wrote Pieces Every Step. It reminds me, the Black Panther spiritual power reminds me of this line that really stuck with me that he said in this book. And it was simply, the idea is to be able to walk into your living room and see a dinosaur or a velociraptor or something sitting in there and not even be stirred, not even be moved whatsoever, because that's how grounded you are within your own inner being. That's how comfortable you are with uncertainty, basically. So that's your spiritual message thus far, and let's go ahead and build on that. All right, let's go ahead and see what it has to say. There we go. Nice. Here we go. First up at the plate, we got the King of Drums, or the King of Pentacles. So that very stable, grounded, masculine energy. He's very calculated, not much of a risk taker, but knows all about his abundance and such. And I just grabbed this Ascended Masters deck. I was reaching for the other one, but this needs to happen, I suppose. So here we go with the King of Drums first up at the plate, and this deck is really cool because he's also represented by the spirit animal of abundance, which is the buffalo. So it's he's very reliable, stable, knows how to attract his abundance. I'm getting so far from that. All right, that one's sticking out. Oh, nice. And that goes hand in hand. Spiritual law of attraction, right? How do you attract abundance in? Well, you keep a good attitude about it. It's like the that whole, it's already there, it's already done, I already have it. How do I vibrate on that plane? And sometimes Black Panther ceremonial mask people, The hardest part about that, in my personal experience, is actually deciding on what you want and stop the wavering back and forth. That in a lot of our human experiences is the most challenging thing, because our emotions are like that roller coaster, right? And one day you might really want something, and the next day you might be riddled with anxiety about it. Like fear of success is a really, fear of success is a really simple way to go about that. Ooh, and the antelope, that's all about action. So maybe some of you, that just kind of popped its head out. So it's about needing to take action, about looking at the greater good of the group. So there we go. There's a good message as far as making up your mind goes. It's like, what's the best outcome for everybody involved? Okay, and so here's the porcupine coming out to say hello, and that's all about playfulness. So that's just to go right off of that, when we're saying like, okay, I think I know what I want, and I think I'm keeping a pretty steady vibe with it, it's a reminder to not get too serious and too fixated on it. It's to be playful. This is this little playful creature who, cheered up this grumpy bear, and the story was really cute, and I'm not going to go on with it because, in all honesty, I'm not remembering it that well right now. Let's just do one more little card for you, since these oracle cards really wanted to come out for you, Black Panthers. See what it has to say, just to wrap up our message here. Make it nice. There we go. Open your heart to love. Heart chakra openers. What does it say? The more you open your heart and pour your love into your creations, the greater their life force energy. Wonderful. So heart opening exercises are great there. And also just keeping that consistent vibe I'm seeing is this message here, that grounded, stable vibe about what you want. Black Panther people, like, you go into the unknown and be brave about it, but you still kind of have, sort of, I want to see like a set intention. All right. So just a little bit of grounding and openness at the same time. It's like that ebb and flow, like the wave of life, right? So anyway, I'm just going to wrap up that message right now, trying to kind of keep them a little more short and sweet. Plus, relaxing, it doesn't have to be so complicated. No sense of urgency here. We are having pajama party after all. So I hope you are having a wonderful day and wonderful week, wonderful evening, whatever time you're watching. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I will catch you later. Bye.